Fired up, Chavre! Fired up! Two days until Shabbos, 9 until Pesach. Pesach! Aiden, we're binding our hearts to Yerushalayim. We're trying. Chevra, open up your hearts. 2 days, our hearts. Bezrat Hashem, L'Kavod Shabbos Kodesh, L'Kavod Shabbos, 9 days until Pesach, L'Kavod Aiden Sawson coming on, joining the Chevra on Zoom itself. But what's so holy, Chevra, I need to know this. Even if you don't join the Zoom, the fact that you're in the chat, Gevalt. And even if you're not in the chat, the fact that you have a Chelek Alakal Mimal, that's higher than anything. Chevra, Tzil B'Shem Kol Yisrael. For Pesach, Reuven ben Yosef Asar, Bracha Bas Yehudi, Smirim Dobe Eschani, Uchavad Yom Bas Pasa, Shir Bas Pasa, Sinai, Reuven ben Mani, and every Neshama in Klal Yisrael. Ribono Shel Olam, please, kind and loving King, help us offer our prayers with deep concentration at all times, in order that we may ascend to the realm of miracles. Kira got excited. You're excited. A realm that is above the natural order and beyond time. It's the deepest prayer we ever did. Wow, Aiden's getting excited. And through this, help us develop a powerful memory for everything holy. Help us remember all the teachings of your holy Torah, all of which are encompassed within is 613 mitzvos. Bezrat Hashem, more than feel, of course. But we're going to continue halacha l'maisa. We're up to Siman 2, Siman Bet in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. A little siyum, l'chaim. Siman Aleph. There we go. Laws of mourning, netilas yadayim, washing hands. So it starts off in the Chelek Aleph of Siman Bet. Because a person upon arising from his bed in the morning is as if he has been created anew. Hitchadshut. Chevra, we love this. For the purpose of serving the Creator, may his name be blessed. He must therefore sanctify himself by washing his hands with water from a utensil. In this, he is similar to a Kohen, who would sanctify his hands daily from the kior. Chevra, I don't want to go too much on a tangent, but one of our members, one of our friends, revealed the teaching that we need to try to be Kohanim throughout the whole year. And I forget the 3 points he made, but it's mamish deep. PM me after, PM. It's pretty cool, PM. Cool. Prior to performing his temple service, while this morning hand washing is a rabbinic enactment, there is scriptural support for the washing. As the verse states in Tehillim, I will wash in cleanliness my hands and circle around your altar, Hashem, to proclaim thanksgiving in a loud voice. There is another reason for this washing. Since during sleep, when one's holy soul was departed from his body, a spirit of impurity comes and rests on his body. And now when he awakens from his sleep, this impure spirit departs from his whole body, except for his fingers. Except for his fingers. However, this is big. It departs except for the fingers, from which it is not depart until he pours water upon them 3 times in an alternating action. It is prohibited to walk 4 amos without washing one's hands in the morning, except in cases of extreme necessity. Now, I guess I don't do that. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Wow. Bezrat Hashem. Keep the bucket next to the bed. Keep the bucket next to the bed. Yes, the bedside cup. The bedside cup. I feel like we should make a company, bedside cup. Although everyone's doing it besides me, so involved. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a new day. Stealing. So many bits. So many bits. Chavra, Sichot 45. Sichot 45. A happy broken heart. We all know with broken heartness comes happiness, comes joy. This is the longest Sicha of Rabbeinu, the longest in words. So buckle your seatbelts. Buckle your seatbelts. Tighten them. After broken heartness comes joy. This later joy is a true sign of a broken heart. That's it. That's it. Chavra. That's the Sicha. Let's say it again. After broken heartness comes joy. This later joy is a true sign of a broken heart. Now, you guys must be wondering what's going on behind my screen. For me, it's backwards. For you, it's always forwards. You guys are always seeing things in the right way. I need to fix my eyes a little more. But Ravi Rosenfeld gives us a little hint into what this means. What's an indication of us knowing that we had a broken heart, right? Because we all know after broken heartness comes joy. But where do we find this? Where do we know? Where is this hinted to? This is hinted into tefillah. Now, Ravi Rosenfeld raises the question, how can a person know if he daven with a broken heart or with a depressed state of mind? In Sichot 41, we went through the differences between a broken heart and depression, and we could watch it again, do chazar on it, or even look at it inside. Right? Let's help us gain more clarity of what we're really talking about over here. And he says so beautifully that after your tefillah, after you wrap your tefillin, you walk out of the shul and you're besimcha, you're dancing, you're joyous, you're ready, you're energized for the day. Whatever you're doing, you feel like you're a new creation. That's how you know you daven with a leiv nishbar. That's how you know you daven with a broken heart. Now we can fill in the rest. Let's say you had a depressed state of mind. I don't really know what that talk. Maybe that was me my whole life. I don't know. Chas v'shalom. Walk. Maybe it means even before davening, right? Walking in, stressing, anxious, wanting it to be over before it even begun. I don't know. It's a beautiful question, and it's for our interpretation. Now, if someone wants to reveal what's behind, maybe this could give us more of a broken heart, more of a simcha while we're davening, before we're davening, middle of davening, and after we're davening. So if anyone wants to reveal. You have to reveal it to me. I don't know what it says. All right, Chavra, I gotta read backwards. So we gotta read backwards. Never think your tefillos isn't good enough, no matter who it appears. It is special and can bring salvation. Chavra. It's a problem. I'm reading it backwards. That means I'm backwards. I gotta be forwards. Bezrat Hashem. Woo! Fired up. So we have to know this, Chavra. Every sigh, every crux, if you watch your Rav Chaim video, Mamish is the deepest of the deep. every machshava Hashem is listening to.
Friends,
Every word, every letter.
friends, do you know why? We know in the with Rabbeinu, the deepest is even just as he says, one sigh, the strongest of sighs can bring the Mashiach. Why is that? So today and yesterday, the day before, preparing for Pesach, I was learning the Holy Likutei Halachos from Nassan. And in Halacha Bet, he explains something interesting. In Halacha Gimel, he goes even more into it. In Halacha Bet, he says that Dafka, a certain type of sigh and grief are the works of the Sitra Achra and the Yetzer Hara. These are the sighs and griefs of Mitzrayim. And he says that the only way and the best way to overcome such sighs and griefs is through Simcha, is through Matzah, is through Nagina. He says these are all one inyan. Simcha, Matzah, and Nagina, the ten Tehillim of Tikkun HaKlali. Rabbi Nassan says that this is the tikkun for the sighs and griefs. Interestingly enough, the following halacha Gimel of Likutei Halachos in Hilchot Pesach, he explains that the essence of salvation comes from sighs and groans. But wait a minute, friends. Didn't he just say in Halacha Bet that the essence that sighs and griefs are the catalysts of the machshava of Mitzrayim, are that which caused the Mitzrayim mindset to be forced onto Am Yisrael? So what's going on here in Halacha Gimel? And he says so deeply, friends, this is the deepest I've ever heard. The davka by derech of simcha, by derech of singing and groaning from the deepest depths of the heart, you take the sighs of Mitzrayim and you turn them into the size of cherus. You turn them into the size of freedom. What does that mean in practicality? It means recognizing what brings you down. It means recognizing that, okay, I don't like how I talk about this certain idea with other people. Not talking about other people, talking about yourself, recognizing, okay, I am doing this wrong. I need to do better. That is a sigh that can be from a place of grief, but it needs to be turned into a place of simcha. I don't know who said it, but I remember I was on Zoom last year around Pesach time, and Ashi Bloom, the Halig Rav, was bestowing us, and he said that one of the great Rebbes, instead of saying like sighing in negativity, he would say ah. A Yid says not oi. When Yid sighs, he ahs. And he's like, it's sweet. Matzah
I think it's a British word, no?
It could be. I'm not. I forgot.
I don't know. I remember.
Shicha is a good thing.
Yeah.
But my friends, you understand what's going on here? It's recognizing that we have shortcomings, but through our own power of recognition, our own power of just a little bit of turning towards that shortcoming and saying, you are a shortcoming, and I want to utilize you for the best, in the best way possible. This is leaving Mitzrayim, because the Mitzrayim is talking about is thin, right? The Mitzrayim is like, that's what we call the time of Bein Mitzrayim, between the narrow straits. Mitzrayim is a language of narrowness, narrow-mindedness, specifically if we're talking about Mitzrayim itself. We're saying to the narrow-mindedness, like, you think that it's, you're narrow, you're going to squeeze me in. Davka, I want it to be narrow, and I'm going to make it from that little narrow bridge is going to be hitzpatchut you've never seen before. It's like the difference between 0 and 1. Or you get in the 0, you have the little open space in the middle of the 0. that's closing in, right? A zero is not circle. A zero is oval. So there's a little space, like this much space between the sides, and the zero wants to close in on you. But then the one, the echad is tall and strong, and it's tziv, and it's big. It has a strong base. This is the gewalt. We should all be zoche to scream from the top of our lungs, but maybe not so loud, but it's strong. Gewalt, that's all I gotta say.
I have no words for that. That was so chazak.
So chazak. Oh, shifers.
Gewalt, my friend. It's the truth.
Woo. Gewaldic. Thank you for sharing. Wow.
But what does the quote mean? It is special, it can bring salvation. It is special and can bring salvation. This is the truth.
Any person, every person. Wow.
We have to do deep hitbonenut and hitbonenut on those very words. Because it's exactly what I was talking about before. We can get into our minds thinking that our shortcomings are really tough and we have to get rid of them. But that's what Rabbi Melech Biederman is saying here, that those shortcomings, they're special and can bring salvation. You just have to utilize them. You don't have to go into them. You don't have to say, okay, I know I talk badly about myself, which is, you're not supposed to speak Lashon Hara about yourself. Bichlal, other people, you're not supposed to say it about yourself. I speak badly about myself. I think I'm bad. I think I do things wrong. And I say it. When we realize, 1 second, why do I say that? Let me say better things about myself. Let me say better things about other people. That in and of itself, that turning of the head, that turning of the mind, saying, wait, there's another possibility. That in and of itself is a very special thing. And it can and probably and will bring salvation. If I know in La'anios Daiti, in my humble opinion, not only can it bring salvation, that in and of itself will bring salvation.
Oi! Cover, we need a little wow. Unreal. Anyone else? Thank you, Maisha. Always. Anyone else? Aiden, Mendela, Yonason, Avi, Tamar. Anything to share?
Yeah, something small. It's a little small thing.
Yeah, it's big. Big.
It was so interesting. You just said the whole thing about like washing your hands in the morning, because in Chabad it's a very it's a very big thing. Like that you have to, you put like a cup next to your bedside, and when you wake up, you wash your hands and everything. But what's the one thing that you do before all that? Before you walk 4 steps and before you wash your hands, the one thing, say Modani. Modani is a very special tefillah. It's a tefillah you say, Modani Fanecha Melachai. You say, thank you Hashem for giving me back my soul this morning. So the Rebbe teaches us a lesson that no matter what depths of tuma you're in, if your hands you haven't washed, if your whole body you haven't washed, if you're in the furthest depths ever, there's always room to like thank Hashem and to even come close to Him and to say, thank you for giving me a breath today, and now I'm going to use it.
Deepest. Why do you think that's small? That's like the biggest. Mandela. Oh my gosh. Chavra, you guys are bonfires. You guys are mamish bonfires. Ashi Bloom revealed this teaching to me. I'm probably going to say it wrong. Heard it a while ago, but like Moshe said, forgetfulness is good. Taking the Tivot Shalom brings that in order for a person to keep the fire going, because we all know every single person's a fire, right? But sometimes that fire diminishes, right? Still the fire's on, we all know. But there's covers, There's covers to that fire. But in order to turn your fire into a bonfire, because that's what we're all seeking. That's what we're all yearning for. Mamish, to literally have fire coming out through our ears, our noses, and our mouths. Maybe not literally, maybe literally. You need to have a chevra. You need to surround yourself with a fiery chevra. I'm just like so grateful. Thank you, Tati. Every single day, just seeing you guys. You guys are just adding more wood to yourselves and to us. It's mamash unbelievable. 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 Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem.
Says the man who does the share every day. Shkach to you too.
I just, by the way, Mendy, I just send the Zoom link. That's all I do. That's all I do. Mama's just the messenger. Chaver Bezrat Hashem. Be well. Every tefillah matters. Every tefillah is the biggest. You are the biggest. And we'll continue tomorrow, Bezrat Hashem.